Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another video. Today, this is going to be something different, and obviously I'm only deciding to do this because a lot of people have joined the channel and well, not many people will know much about me, my background and all that stuff, so this is just my way of explaining who I am and all that sort of stuff. So that's why the video is called I Apologize for Not Being Born in an English-Speaking Country. Now, well, I've managed to kind of get rid of my foreign accent for the most of it, I suppose. The simple fact is, I wasn't born in an English-speaking country, and as such, I've had to learn it. So, you know, in some of my guides and tutorials, especially ones that are quite technical, I do tend to talk rather slow. I suppose sometimes robotic. And yeah, that kind of explains it. I've had to learn it, and you know, I do have to think about the words that I'm going to use and how I'm going to use it, and I want what I say to make sense. So that kind of is the reason for my English. And the other one is, don't forget, you know, my channel isn't all that big at the end of the day, and whilst I do my darn best to try and release a video a day, sometimes it is quite complicated. You know, I come from work at a very late hour, and that means somewhere around 11 p.m. at night to midnight. Then I spend 3-4 hours working on videos just to try and keep the one video a day upload. Now obviously this isn't going to happen all the time. Sometimes there may be days without uploads. It all depends on how busy I am. As I said, this isn't actually a full-time job for me. This is something that I'm doing on the side, and as much as I try to keep it consistent, sometimes life just gets in the way, and that's the way it is. I would ideally love to do this as a full-time job, but at the moment I'm far from it. And so in those days where I don't upload, I mean, my ultimate aim, to be fairly honest, is to upload at least 3 videos a week, and no less than that, even on a bad week. But I would ideally like to have 1 video a day for folks to watch. So that is what the channel is about. And also, I thought, since I'm on this topic, might as well say that, you know, in my guides, I don't lie. If I make a guide, I do tend to spend a lot of time and research. Now sometimes I'll understand certain things, sometimes I'll get them wrong. It's part of being human, and a lot of people understand that. Obviously a lot of people don't understand that, and you know, I get some nice comments and some not so nice comments, but that's alright. I do it for the people that understand that, you know, you can get it wrong and that do explain it, and so I do appreciate that. And you know, certain guides that I make have a certain topic. I've had like comments in the past where people have been saying that I didn't cover so and so topic. Well, you know, the simple fact is, what I do cover in my guide or video, I do tend to put it in the title. You know, otherwise I just would make endlessly long videos, and I try and keep them as short as possible, but I also want to add as much information into them. So, you know, it's a combination of those two, trying to balance those out. With like regards to the channel and what this channel is about, well, primarily art, and to be more specific, art guides when and where there are or when there is a need for them, to be fairly honest. Like with Extinction, I did as many guides as I could. So, you know, like for example with the gachas, I did quite a few guides on those. Each of them were designed to cover a specific topic, which like for example, when I did the guide on the items that work best with gacha, I just wanted to show the item that works best without the use of snow owl pellets. Now some people got the hang of it, others didn't, and as a result I made an updated guide showing what a difference the snow owl pellets make. Now when I do make guides, I do try and mimic the official server settings. Same thing when I did with the Rexes. You know, when I bred the Rexes to get these super mutated Rexes, I used official settings. but a lot of people think that is impossible, and I'll explain that in a different video. That's a topic for a different video anyways. But yeah, normally one thing I do not do in my guides is I don't lie, I don't make things up. Of course, I do try and back up what I say with the video, and sometimes backing it up can be quite or can make the video quite long. And sometimes I do apologize, but I don't want to cut those bits out because I think they are a part of proving what I say. In terms of future content and stuff that I plan on bringing to the channel, well, I did and still want to bring the Fallout 76. At the moment, to be fairly honest, I'm a bit what's the word, disappointed, I guess, with certain changes that the devs had done to Fallout 76. I will play it. Fallout is a game that I do like. It's just that certain changes I found somewhat disappointing. And I'm definitely looking forward to playing Extinction, so that is a priority for me. Also, with this channel, as to me, this channel is about people watching it and people that have subscribed to it. I will always do my best to try and respond and reply to comments. You know, that is quite important to me, and especially the social engagement. Obviously, if people start getting nasty and using words and all that, then I will cut in and people will get banned and stuff like that, because I'm not going to accept stuff like that on this channel. This is meant to be, or my aim for this channel is to be a nice, friendly and happy community where people get along. Now, I do realize, of course, sometimes people won't get along, but as long as they do it in a, let's call it, professional manner, and don't go down the racist route or whatever, then that's fine. You know, people have a right to speak their minds, and obviously that goes to say with regards to myself. A lot of people have called me all sorts. You know, that's fine. It's freedom of speech and everything. It doesn't really bother me. My skin is quite thick. You know, I've been called all sorts in the past, so I'm used to it. Especially with regards to being a foreigner. Now, I do live in the UK, and I have done for the last 10 years. But as I said, you know, not speaking English or not having English as a main language and not being born in an English-speaking country can sometimes get in the way. Top it up with a nice long day at work, and so coming home at midnight and making these videos that you guys watch on the channel and being tired. I mean, sometimes not even the energy drinks help. Those obviously complicate it, and I suppose I have had several videos in the past where I've actually tried to put on, let's call it, a documentary voice, which I suppose came out a bit more cringier than I expected. But you know, those are videos that are going to stay on the channel, and those are videos that I'll look back on and probably cringe, you know, once I get better at it, hopefully. I mean, one of the aims for this channel for myself is obviously to improve my English, to improve my personality, my presentations, the way I present a video and stuff like that. But you know, this will all come with experience and with time. And so I kind of guess that's it for this particular video. It was actually a video designed for the core audience and not necessarily to get audience in or anything. So that's why there's no intro. There won't be much of an outro. There will be a bit of an outro, I guess, I suppose. But this is, as I said, a video designed for the core audience. And I'm also going to be doing as a thing from now on, depending on how many comments I get and what sort of comments. But I'm also planning on doing stuff such as commenting on comments. Now, while I do try and reply and respond to all of the comments, sometimes it can be a bit difficult, and you know, sometimes you get the same comment over and over again. So I thought, you know what, that would be a very good idea to make a commenting on comments video that will cover the topics that come up the most frequent. So I don't know how I'm gonna plan this, if it's gonna be once a week, once a month, or what. I'm probably gonna do it as and when required, but I will number them and I will try and find an interesting title. And I'm not really going to bother that much with tags. I don't even know. I just have a basic idea for what I want to do with regards to that, and we'll see where it goes, I guess. But yes, that's me. That's who I am. That's what I plan to do with the channel. And so this channel will be mainly focused around Ark. I will on occasion play other games, and try out other games. Obviously, if the community like it, I will carry on with that. If they don't, they don't, and it's just not going to happen. And if people like videos like this and stuff, I can definitely do that more often in the future. As you can see, when I'm free to talk about whatever comes to mind, I don't really struggle that much because I can find the words easier. Obviously, coming down back to my English now, I would say I'm rather fluent in it, but knowing two languages sometimes means I have to find the right word, translate it, and put it appropriately in a sentence. Jesus Lord. But I find it a lot easier to speak freely. However, in guides, I do want to use the right words, the right terminology, and I suppose I can sound robotic. But that was it for me. That's what I wanted to cover in this video. I do hope that people enjoyed it. If you guys like it and want stuff like this in the future, don't forget to let me know down below in the comments section. That is it from me for now, for this day. Until next time, stay safe, folks.